Okay, is this working? Let me see. Yep, looks like we are up and rolling. Click that. Might just try and close my blinds a little bit because it looks like the colour's a little bit full on. Try that way maybe. Is that any better? Maybe. Try and refocus. Hey, Coops. Okay, how are we? We're looking okay from your end? Just going to give it a minute or so, just in case there's anybody else that wants to join. Hi Liz, how you doing? Okay, I think I might just jump in, make a start. Otherwise, we could be waiting for a long time for others to join. So what I thought I'd do today was just recreate this card. So these are with napkins, and I know we've done a napkin class before. We've done napkins on cards, we've done them on candles as well. So these ones, we did this in a class, I think. So napkins are quite versatile. You can put them on calico bags, you can make Christmas baubles out of them. There's all sorts that you can do with napkins, but sometimes these pretty napkins, I think, are way too pretty to be wiping your face on. They're so pretty, they need to be made into something else. So by sticking them on paper, we can use them for cards. So this one here, I've already had a go at foiling as well. So I wanted to try the foiling on the napkins. It worked perfectly. So you can do it two ways. You can put your napkin direct onto your hot foil plate and foil, or you can make your card front first and then foil it. So for this one, I made my card front first and then foiled it. So that's how I'm going to do it today. Here's just another couple that I've done as well. So this is a napkin and then I've hot foiled on the top. This is another napkin, again with the hot foil sentiments on the top. You could also stamp, obviously, if you don't have a hot foil press machine, but I just wanted to trial just to see how it all worked. So let's make a start. But first, coffee. So I have my napkin here somewhere. So this little napkin here is a 5x5 napkin. So this would be perfect on a square card if you wanted to. I've cut mine down so that my card is a 5.5 by 4.25 size card. So with your napkin, when you get them, actually I should have one here that I've already used. Is it that one there? I'll then cut into another one. Bear with me, let me see if I can find it. Ah, here we go. So with your napkin, this is the one that I've already cut. And here's your full one. Some napkins are 2-ply, some are 3-ply. So you want to pull off the extra backing. You only want the very top ply of your napkin to work with. So you can see here how they pull back. This one from memory is a 3-ply one. Okay, so I've already done that. This one's left over from when I created my other card. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use some double-sided adhesive sheets. So if you don't have these adhesive sheets, you can also use a fat roll of tape. You grab it. These big fat double-sided rolls of tape, you could use that as well. So the reason that I like the sheets is this is a 8.5 by 11 size double-sided sticky backed piece, whereas this one here is, I think it's 4 inches from memory. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So it just means that if I want to do a bigger card, I can cut my sticky back to size. Either way will work, entirely up to you. So what we're going to do first is I'm now going to cut this side of my napkin, and I want this to fit over the top of my 5.5 by 4.25. I think that's 5.5. Let's just check. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all right. We can use that. Actually, let's see what we've got here. Maybe that might be slightly bigger. There we go. That's 4.25 by. We got 5.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can cut that later. We're going to use this piece. Okay. So I'm just going to trim. One, 2, 3, 4. So if I just cut on this seam here, that's going to give me enough. I can trim that down later. Okay. These little bits here would make some really nice note cards out of, or you can even stick this on the back of some double-sided sticky and then fussy cut around it, and then you've got a sticker as well. So you can use them for all different things. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to peel the first layer off the back of the double-sided sticky, and because I don't have nails on the right side, this side here, which is sticky, this one here. So I'm just going to pull it back halfway. Whoops, take them both off. Just like this. Actually, I'm going to pull the whole lot off. Let's just go whole, okay? Okay. Then I'm just going to let this basically carefully just drop on top. Okay? And you're going to see it's got wrinkles, but it doesn't matter. This is really forgiving stuff. All this pattern along here is all going to rub out as well. So I'm going to gently push it down. Don't worry if you get creases in it. You can see I've got creases here, but don't stress, they're all going to rub out. So then, it's gone dark all of a sudden. Then just gently get your finger there and just start and push all those creases out. So you don't want to be pushing too hard in case you rip it. There is a bit of a fine line. So you can see there where that wrinkle was, that's just rubbed straight out. You could too, yeah, put it, that's a good idea, put it on the inside of the card or on the envelope to make it all matchy-matchy. Yeah, that's a good idea. So just taking a little bit of time just to get all those wrinkles out. Okay. So now we've basically got our piece of pattern paper. Almost. We're going to remove the back of this. Turn this over. I've actually done this the wrong way around. I do it different every time. Let's see how we go this time. What I should have actually done was used the double-sided tape onto the cardstock first. rather than the napkin. I've got myself all confused, and I can't see because I've closed my blinds. Let's see. So this is not how to do it. I'm going to do another one for you just to show you an easier way. But we will continue on with this because now I have this cut to size and I need to be really careful where I stick it. So and I should have moved this up a little bit more because I've cut a lot of this off too. But that's all right. We can work with that. So let's put this one aside. So this is one way we can do it. Whatever works for you. You can just trim these excess bits off as well. But I'm going to grab another one now and show you. I think this might be better. So let's start again. Coffee. Okay, so sun keeps coming out and then going. So I'm struggling to see a little bit, to be totally honest. Okay, let's see how we go this time. First, I'm going to stick this piece to my card. That's going to make everything a lot more sturdier. Let's trim the excess off of this. Oops. So my double-sided sticky wasn't quite 4 1/4 wide, but that's okay. We can just adapt the card to make it fit. That's no big deal. Okay, so now this side is sticky. This is the easier way to do it, I think. I'm going to just take the top layer off. There's only 2, I think, on this one now. Yep. So we just want that top layer. Okay. Got our sticky piece now here. Be careful with, whoops, with the air conditioning too. Now we're just going to lay this over the top. Just kind of let it drop. Just let it drop, let it fall, and we're going to gently push it all out. And again, just keep pushing out all those little wrinkles. If only we could do this, hey, for ourselves, push out all those wrinkles, hey. I might actually get, just going to use a we call this thing a bone folder. Just gently see if this is going to help push some of those lines out. Yep. Okay. So that's a much easier way to do it. Now we're going to trim this panel up. Yep, all with napkins. There's a few of them on the website, Julie. A few different ones. I think, if I'm right, they should be up there now. I think John's just listed them for me. Use a nice sharp guillotine. You can tell that this one here isn't the best. You want a guillotine as well. I wouldn't use a knife because you may drag it. Just going to try and trim that up. That's a bit better. Okay, let's trim this one as well while we're here. This little guillotine has been dropped so many times, and it's been chopping wire and the guard's broken on it. I really need to invest in a new one. Okay, let's see how we go with that. Gosh, that's very short, that one too. Just as well we did the other one. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, I think I might cut the middle out first so I know where to stick the thanks sentiment. So I'm just using this stitched rectangle die, and I'm trying to get it so that it is even. So when I place this bit on the top, we've got an even amount on all four sides. So I'm going to washi tape that down. Yeah, Gail, I've got the big one, the big guillotine, and I've also got that little one. This one, like I say, this has been hammered. I haven't used it properly at all. But I find with the big ones, you don't need to buy blades. So for me, it's much better. Otherwise, I just spend all my time replacing blades, and you can't always get the blades. So I really like the little guillotines. So I'm going to washi tape this down. This isn't picking up very well because of the foil. So when you washi tape this down, you want to be careful because you don't want it to rip your napkin, especially with it going through the die cutting machine, because the die cutting machine is going to put pressure on it too. So let's see how we go. I should have maybe taken some stick off. Let's see how we go. It's just paper, right? Just making sure that's straight. And I might put just a piece of, this is just plain printer paper over the top. Only reason is because my plates are a little bit manky, so I don't want to end up with any marks on the top of my card. Just run that through the... Okay, let's see how we've gone here, hey? So you'll want to be taking your time taking this washi off. Let's see how we go here. There we go. There's one. Sorry ladies, it's a bit of a long-winded process, isn't it? Just don't want to rip it. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, right, so now we're going to foil this part here. The little ones, yeah, I've got them on order from Couture. I'm just waiting for a few other things to come in at the warehouse before I place the actual order. So that might be another few weeks away, maybe 3 weeks at the most. I'm actually waiting on some foiling machines so that they can all be packed and sent together. 2 seconds, I'm just going to open my blinds a little bit because I can't see. I hope that hasn't blown out the light at all, but I can't see. Okay, so my foiling machine is good and hot. I don't know if you can see that. I am going to use, so I have these ones here. So these are the Pink Fresh Fancy Script Words. There's all different sentiments in here, and they also have the coordinating dies as well. So you can either foil directly onto something or you can just foil it and then die cut it. But I'm going to may as well just stick with the thanks. I'll just keep it the same as what I've already done. So I've got some gold foil. I'm just going to cut a little bit of that. Okay, so we have got, your foil is always pretty side down. I've got to think now. Pretty side down, but we're working in reverse, remember, because when this is going to be stuck onto the plate, we're going to have our plate, our foil, and then what we're foiling onto. So because we're working in reverse, because I want to see exactly where I'm going to stick this, I need to work it the other way around, okay? So I want my thanks to be sitting about here. So I'm going to pop my foil underneath. So kind of flying a little bit blind here, but that's okay. And again, I'm going to use a little bit of washi. I might actually use some used washi. I'm just using a little bit of washi tape just to hold that down. I'm going to pop that on my plate. Can you see that? Yep. And I'm also going to pop a shim over the top. Where's my, over here, shim gone. So I'm just going to let that sit for a minute or so. So these are some of the other napkins that I've got. So this here I've foiled directly onto the napkin. So instead of my card that I've got there, I had the napkin instead, and then you could cut that out and stick that onto whatever you wanted to stick it on. Or if you've got an event, you could actually foil your napkins. So these are another few different ones. These ones make really nice cards with little wreaths, butterflies, Christmas wreaths, bees. So these are the smaller ones. These are 5 by 5, and these ones are 6.5 by 6.5. So again, like, you don't need the whole lot. You could just use it like this one here. I've just used a little bit of the napkin. So lots of different pretty ones there. These ones are really cute. I've made Easter cards with these ones last year. They're really sweet. Put some kindy glitz on her flowers and on his bow. They make really nice cards too. So they are all online now. Okay, we're good now to run this through. Let's remove that. And now I'm just running this through my die cutting machine. So just one more time. Oops. Okay, let's pop that back in the base and see how we go. Just turn that off and pop that aside. Don't want anybody again. Okay, now that's a little bit hot. There we go. There's your thanks foiled straight onto your napkin. Perfect foiling. So now I'm going to stick this onto some gold cardstock. This isn't a really shiny one. So you can get different ones. Obviously you can get the really shiny one. This is more of a matte one. Where's my tape gone? Oops, that's my cup of tea. Hey Coops. Hi Chris, how you going? Only just seen you there. Oops. You can use glue. I like to use tape. I know it takes a little bit longer. I like that I don't get all the lumps and the bumps with glue, but each to their own. Okay. Sorry, you might catch my head here. Go. Hi Karen, how are you? yeah, as you can see, Gail, this is all broken. It's definitely had a hard life. Okay, so that's our focal point. So now we're going to pop this onto a card base. Now, because that little piece of sticky backed card, sorry, sticky back, what do you call it? Jack paper, double-sided adhesive, was a little, actually maybe we could just trim it that way. We can do it like that. Was a little bit too short. It's not going to completely cover the base of my card, but there is workarounds. We could actually even, I wonder if I've got any more of this. We could maybe even do it like that, cover the base like, oh no, I don't like it like that. So what I might do is I am just going to stick it just like that, and I'm going to just trim this edge off, because I don't think that anyone's going to know any different, that it's slightly smaller. So let's try that, hey? What have you got, Cooper? 2 seconds. Ah, yeah. Thank you. You're chewing on more paper. I don't think so. Okay. Hey Fiona, how you doing? So this tape is just a little bit too wide on the edge, but I'll just push it back on itself. I don't have any thinner tape in here at the minute, and I've actually been preferring to use this wider tape. So this is the 12mm tape as opposed to the 6mm. And again, I know I could have used glue. Maybe I should have just used glue. Let's just pull the whole lot up, hey? Sorry girls, I could have done a video and edited it all, but I suppose this way, doing it live, you get to see it warts and all, and you can also see that it doesn't always go perfect for me first time either. Sometimes when you watch some of the stuff on YouTube and it's been edited, they make it look so easy, and it's not always that easy, even for those people that have been doing it for a long time. You know, we're human, we make mistakes, so sometimes I like just to do it live so people can see that I struggle as well. Oh, sorry, that's my son blowing his nose. Oh, honestly. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim this edge here. And then no one's going to know that it's slightly thinner than a 4 1/4 base. There we go. Look at that. No one knows any difference. So now I'm going to pop this on some foam tape. I agree, Karen. I really do. Sometimes when you watch it and it's all fast forward and they make it all look so easy and they get it done in the space of 10 minutes, when you go to try and think, oh, I'll have a go at that, for me it becomes extremely frustrating because I think, well, how can it be so easy? But what you don't see is that they've probably done it 3 or 4 times behind the scenes already, and it's already been edited. But anyway, it's all good. I have the poppy serviettes online now, Gail. I think John's just uploaded them. Oops. Yep, overkill on the foam tape, I know, but I don't want it to sag in the middle. So with your napkins as well, just be aware that if you are putting any wet medium on them, so whether you want to put some liquid pearls on them, or if you want to put, for example, some, crap, what do you call that stuff, the glittery? Kindy glitz on them. If it is like a water-based dye that they've used on the napkins, some of the colour may come off. They don't always advertise either with your napkins, so it's a little bit hit and miss. So I would suggest trying first on, for example, what you've got left over. If you're wanting to put wet medium on it, it's just something to be mindful of. So if you're using them on scrapbook pages or something, sometimes when you put the gel medium over the top, it might run a little bit. So now I'm going to just try and line this up. There we go. And where's my card? So you really wouldn't know that this one here is slightly thinner than the other one. Who cares? No one cares. No one cares. So that's with those serviettes there. These are the other ones that I did. I think, let me see, I might have some other ones that I've done somewhere. 2 seconds and I'll see if I can find them. Might be up here actually. There is the bunny one that I've done. There is one with the lavender wreath. There is one with the little red robin. There's a few different little ideas there. That's probably all that I've got on me in here at the minute. So there you go. I just thought it was really cool that a simple card can look really nice just with some foiling on it. It doesn't need to be anything fancy, and I love the feel of napkins once they're stuck down. They feel really nice. It's almost like velvet. That's it. Don't know if anyone's got any questions at all, but have a play, because napkins are cheap. Like, you can make some really nice cards, and quick as well. So that was the napkins. This is again the little set that I used, if you're interested in that. The sticky back paper, I am ordering that today. The sticky back paper. This was the other napkin that I used on one of the other cards. This one's also. So yeah, so this one here, for example, I've just cut it. I haven't used the whole napkin. I've actually also used this on a scrapbook page as well. I think some of the ladies might have done a page with this napkin too. So that is it. I don't think I've got anything else that I can share. Oh, these here, all these here that I've done the reverse, I'm going to use them with the hot foil plate and foil them up and then die cut them out so they don't all go to waste either. Okay, I'm going to leave you lovely ladies to enjoy the rest of your weekend. Got any questions, let me know, and I'll chat to you soon. See you later.